Are you a seasoned professional, very passionate about trainings and looking for insights on how to remain relevant in this field? Join me in this discussion as we shed more light on some of the best practices and how you can be able to identify and be at par with the emerging trends so that you remain relevant to deliver impactful training programs in your training journey. As usual, my name is Mary and I'm glad to be joined by one of our career advisors, Evelyn, who will be joining me in this discussion. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much, Mary, for having me here.
Great. I know quite a number of professionals, in one way or the other, develop passion when it comes to trainings. Now, before you even get into training in itself and how to remain relevant in the field, what do we mean when we refer to one as a seasoned professional?
Oh, great. That's a good one. Now, Mary, a seasoned professional is someone who has accumulated experience, expertise in their field for an extensive period of time, typically 10 years and above. Now, you'll also find that these individuals have honed their crafts over many years, allowing them to offer high quality work and even providing guidance to the organizations as well as to the teams.
Interesting. Now, I'm looking at myself as a seasoned trainer, a seasoned professional in the field of training. How do I ensure that I remain relevant in the field of trainings as a seasoned professional?
Yes, Mary. Now, remaining relevant in the field is very, very important. Now, as a trainer, you can employ the following steps so that you can make sure that you remain relevant in the field of training. Number one is continuous professional development, whereby they regularly engage in training programs, workshops, conferences, or even other learning opportunities so that they can stay updated on the latest teaching methodologies, technologies, as well as even industry trends. Another key step is seeking feedback from learners so that they can use their feedback to incorporate into their trainings and make them become highly skilled professional trainers. Now, for example, like the Google Meet feedback forms, you can, as a trainer, you can give that to your trainees, and then of course they will give you feedback on how you did the training, where you need to improve on, what you also need to incorporate to just make sure that your training skills are perfected. Yes, Mary.
I know sometimes, as you started by mentioning, seasoned professionals, these are people who have understood their craft. They've been doing this over and over again. So there's a tendency of believing that I know my stuff. So it is important, I agree with you, to familiarize yourself, get to attend those professional development areas to hone your skills so that you remain relevant. Any insights perhaps that you can share that a seasoned or an experienced trainer can be able to leverage on to identify emerging trends, technologies, or even best practices so that they remain relevant in their training programs?
Okay, yeah. Now, experienced trainers can, of course, employ several strategies to identify emerging trends, technologies, as well as even best practices that they can incorporate into their training. And the first strategy, it is industry research and monitoring, whereby they regularly review industry publications, blogs, online forums, social media, in order to stay updated with the latest developments, innovations, as well as even discussions in the field. Another second strategy could be benchmarking with, let's say, different, or rather benchmarking with their competitors or even the best in class. So they can compare their training programs and approaches to the leading organizations so that they can identify the areas of improvement and also emulate some of the best practices as well as innovations from these leading organizations. Another key strategy is staying open-minded and curious, and they can do this by continually questioning the status quo. And what I mean by this is when I talk about continually questioning the status quo, it's about them going against the norms, embracing change, and also being receptive to new ideas. They can also seek opportunities whereby they expand their knowledge as well as skill set. Now, when they, of course, employ these strategies, they will stay ahead of the curve, identify, and also, of course, anticipate emerging trends and incorporate the most relevant and efficient best practices into their trainings. Yes, Mary.
You've just talked about, what was that? Challenging the status quo.
Yes.
And I know most trainers, this is an area that we overlook.
Yes.
But the truth is, because we are training adults, and as you've said, changes occur every now and again, the approach 10 years ago is completely different
yes.
from how you'd be able to approach trainings in the current age, so that you're able to be at par with what is relevant in the current age.
Yes,
so I fully agree with you in that area. And it is not just for trainers, but it is important for every professional to ensure that they remain relevant in their specific areas. Thank you, Evelyn, for sharing with us.
Thank you so much, Mary, for having me here.
Great. When it comes to trainings, or even in your specific area of expertise, as Evelyn has mentioned, it is important that you ensure you remain relevant. And I believe some of the insights that we've been able to share has come in handy in you ensuring you remain relevant in your area as a seasoned trainer, in order to be able to deliver those impactful training programs. We look forward to having you sign up for our upcoming Training of Trainers course, so that you get to hone your skills on areas that you need to sharpen as an effective trainer. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the upcoming one.